Everyone, Diego Cuevas here, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. I've been trying to get a good studio, trying to get a good light, trying to just, get a good background for everything. So, here's my channel. I do movie reviews, I do movie lists, I do almost anything movie related and television related, video game related. Basically, I've done a wide variety for my YouTube channel, so I will be doing, of course, movies, television, books, video games, anything like that. So, if you have Netflix, I have a list here that will almost, certainly prove, to showcase what type of movie fan I believe I am, because I want to open the wide range of movies that are out there. So, if you have Netflix, do the 30-day trial. It's really easy. Started with the top 5 horror films to watch on Netflix today. So these films are on Netflix, instant streaming. You should check them out. They're really good horror films. These are films ranging from 2010 till today, 2016. I will be doing a separate list of the early 2000s, 2009, the 80s, 90s, 70s, all that good stuff, because there are a lot of good horror films that come out for Netflix where you just sit back and watch them. And I believe I do get a good list here. So I would also be doing a bottom 5 horror films to watch on Netflix. If you want to watch bad horror films, I think you should check these out. But nevertheless, though, let's start off with the good ones. But the honorable mentions, though, I do have quite a lot. I have Baskin, which is an incredible horror film. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It has a lot of fantasy elements of it. It's really stylistic. It has a lot of beats in it that really significates it to be a really scary movie. It does fall apart at the end, but it's still a good movie, I think. Hush, which is Mike Flanagan's follow-up to Oculus, which I really enjoy. Oculus you can watch on Netflix. I think they took it off. Yeah, sucks. But Oculus is really good. Hush is a little predictable. I do like it a lot. It is pretty fun to watch. It's only like an hour and 18 minutes, so check it out. One is Would You Rather, and it's a really, really interesting horror film. It's like, there's a movie called 13 Sins, which is also a remake of a Japanese horror film, the 13 Games of Death. I mean, it's a movie about, would you rather it places these people to do these things that is life and death. It's pretty fun to watch. Housebound. If you love horror, if you love comedy, check that one out. VHS, same thing. There are some funny moments in there, but I think it is absolutely really scary. I like the VHS series a lot. Creep. The Duplass brothers. They made this cheaply horror film. It's okay. They said they're gonna make 2 and 3, cheap 2 and 3. That never happened. So I mean, whatever. Contracted. It Follows. If It Follows had a much more smaller budget, Wormwood or The Road of Death. It's a zombie movie. It's pretty fun, actually. It's Mad Max meets The Walking Dead, but more killing and much more blood. So it's pretty fun. And then the last is Kidnapped. It's a Spain 2010 horror film. It's almost shot in one continuous take. It's really good. The way they do it is because how do you do, 2 perspectives, the people who are getting hostage and the bank heist itself, they're trying to rob this dude, so they take them out. How do they do it? They do a split screen, and while the emotions are going into it, they continue to do a long take of each particular part. It's not told throughout the whole entire It's not told like that throughout the whole entire movie. It's just told like that in parts, so they can edit it through. But it is fascinating to watch. So those were all the honorable mentions. Let's get into the top 5 horror films you should watch. I'm looking at the notes right here. Look, all the films you should watch on Netflix. So number 5, The Den. If you heard of this movie is really interesting. It's really dark and really, it's like, speaking of VHS, that last alien invasion one, it's all told from the perspective of a webcam of a laptop. Same thing here. Yes, it is a found footage. It's not a found footage. It's a laptop found footage, I guess. They did the same thing in Unfriended and Friend Request. They do a lot of these films. They're doing a lot of these films like this now. This is one of the very first ones. It's really, really suspenseful. It starts off kind of jokey, and you're kind of thinking, oh, this guy's playing a prank on it. But no, it gets freaking serious by the end, and it's really interesting. And number 4 is the first Iranian vampire black and white Western film. Yes, you probably heard of it. It's A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I really enjoy this film. I think it's really good. I think the director has a good lineup for her, because she's doing this cannibal movie starring Sam Rockwell next. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what she does next. She has a very stylistic tale for her movies. It's really fun to look at too. It's a really good movie. I like it a lot. Number 3, The Invitation. I've seen this film. I reviewed it. Check out my review on it. Number 3, The Invitation. I've seen this movie. I did my review of it. Go check it out. Like I said, it is a little predictable by the end. It's not so much in your face like any other horror movie, which is what I like about it. It's a little more of a slow burn. You get to know these characters a lot, but by a certain point, I do want to scream at all the characters to get the F out, because I know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I guess I found out the ending midway through it. Like, because again, I see a lot of horror films that deal with cults and all that stuff, so I kind of did get the sense that this is happening, and I kind of really wanted to warn these people. There was one smart person at the whole entire movie who did say, F this, I'm out of here, you guys are creeps, I'm getting the freak out of here, let's get out, bounce. And she does, and it's really smart. And the movie is really good. It's all set in one place. I like it a lot. Number 2, Number 2 is actually VHS 2. I really liked it. I really think this one's way better than the first one. It's directed by Gareth. One of the segments is directed by Gareth Evans, who did The Raid. It's the longest one of all of them. It's like 45 minutes out of like this hour and 30-minute thing, and it's really, really incredible. I think it's longer than that. I think it's like an hour 50 or something like that. So yeah, but it's absolutely amazing. It's fun as all hell. It's crazy, insane, intense, over the top. I really recommend VHS 2. It's really good. So, what's the number 1? Whatever. The Babadook. I think The Babadook is absolutely the best horror film we've had in the past 30 years. I really like The Babadook a lot. I think it is one of the best horror films we've had, in a long time. It's really good. It's really fascinating. It's amazing. It's the one horror film that I don't think anybody can discredit. Yes, there are some naysayers out there who say it's a little boring, it's a little dull. In some parts, it kind of is, because you kind of are trogging through this life of a woman. But I don't get how anybody cannot have sympathy for this woman. This is absolutely Essie Davis's command show, one-woman show. It's brilliant. It's amazing. Not to disfault the kid though. That kid is amazing. I want to see him do more. That is a young Jacob Tremblay in the making. Or actually, he is a young Jacob Tremblay. It's really fascinating to watch this movie. It is good. I like it a lot. Check out The Babadook, VHS 2, The Babadook, VHS 2, The Invitation, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, and The Den. All great 5 horror films you should watch on Netflix. They're absolutely fantastic. Check them out. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Diego Cuevas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Diego Cuevas here. Like button, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if there are any horror films from the year 2010 from onward that you really like on Netflix that I didn't mention and I really should check out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.